Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome back to the Humble Servant Homestead. Guys, today I am out here in the garden. Just want to give you all a quick update of what the garden is actually looking like before we get into the full swing of things and start preparing our garden. So before I do so, I just want to come on in and give you guys an update. Okay, so these here are our raised beds that we've built, and just starting right here first, just to kind of show you all what's going on inside of these raised beds here. As y'all can see, we have some grass and different stuff grow up inside of the raised bed here, which with that I am totally fine, because what I'm going to do, these grass and stuff, they're not going anywhere, guys. They're going right back inside of the raised bed. Now the beauty about these grass right here in this raised bed, there's no seeds or anything on these grass here. And what the grass is going to do is gonna helps to break down in the soil, help to add a little bit of nitrogen and also moisture to the soil. Okay, so with that I am just totally fine. That's why even sometime when I do come out and I weed my beds or anything like that, I'll just pick them and drop them right back in the same spot. Just help to build the soil. All right, now right here is the other half of our raised beds. Now I know y'all see quite a bit of sticks and even feathers from our chickens, and also these right here are okra pods that we have simply took the seeds out, and we bring the pods and dump them right in here. Now there's a lot of stuff going on inside of this raised bed right here, guys. Anywhere from chicken manure, goat manure, even some pineapples, just different stuff. And the reason why I'm doing that is just to build this soil. Now, you know, you guys stay tuned when I get ready to build some of these other soil. I'm going to show you what it is that I'm going to do to build up this dirt. Okay, all right. And so that's it. Also got callaloo pieces in there, just different kind of stuff. These right here are some red onions that we had planted in the fall, and they took all through the fall, through the winter, to just go ahead and put on foliage. And even now, as y'all can see, the foliage on it is getting a little bit bigger. And I do have to come on in and cut these little pieces that bend over right here, just so that it won't get top heavy and they're leaning all over. Okay, and so this here is that raised bed. Quite a bit of stuff died out in it, and we still have one of those left. Now look at this right here, guys. This here is just, it is beautiful. Now to be honest with you, this one right here, actually I did not, well, I did plant the seeds. Now where it came from is when I came on in and plant those dwarf kales. I'll show you over here. When I came in and sowed the seeds for these dwarf kales right here, what happened, those came from out of that seed pack, and I'm believing it's a cross between something. I could be wrong, but like I told my wife, what I want to go ahead and do is to let this right here go to seed, and you know, plant that seed back and see if it actually stays true. Now if any of you guys out there know what kind of plant this is right here, just go ahead, leave me a comment in the box below. I'm believing it's a cross between kale and something else, don't know. All right, guys, and so just want to give you all that overview of the garden. And right here we have some cabbage that are, and these right here were planted in late fall. In late fall we planted these, and as y'all can see now, they're starting to put on head. But guys, that right there is that update for the top garden. And just giving y'all a swing around, let you see what it looked like before I come on in and till. Okay. And right over here is where we planted those asparagus that we did a barter with our neighbor, and they're coming up. Like they could use a little, well, no, the dirt is actually pretty moist under there, so it's pretty good. Now, one of the things what I've been doing, guys, to get this garden right here prepped and ready. Now I have been doing, which I always clean out my goat pens, but we've been cleaning, and right here what you're looking at is pretty much goat manure that we have cleaned out the goat pen, and we'll come on out here and just broadcast it all over inside of the garden. And that's what you're looking at. We still got to come and spread this right here, but today is a day that I'm coming out to till, and so all of that is going to get done. Okay, now I do have a little bit of chicken manure that from when I clean out my chicken pen, I came in and also dump it, but in some areas I'm still, once I till it, and that's what I usually do, I'll go ahead and till it that first time, and then that second time I'll come back in with my chicken manure, and I'll spread it out inside of this area, and I'll come back in and I will re-till it inside of the dirt. So, you know, that just trying to give you guys the method of how I do it here in the garden, because I don't want y'all to just till it up, throw the chicken manure on it, and say, oh, I'm done. No, you are not done. If you're going to be using chicken manure inside of your dirt to amend your soil, to bring in nitrogen and some, you know, minerals and just different kind of stuff with that chicken manure, guys, you want to make sure that you till the area first, you come on in and put in your chicken manure and till it again. It's either you could till it up to 2 times or even, you know, 3 times for the whole tilling process, just to get that chicken manure worked inside of that soil. And that's what kind of helps to not burn your plants. Okay, now even though I'm kind of putting this stuff in early, but I am going to come back in and add in some more chicken manure in spots where I know I haven't put any. And yes, guys, and over here is where we planted our sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are definitely not going back in this spot right here. Now I do have some more chicken manure over here in this spot, and I'm telling you, if you had seen what this dirt looked like when we first moved here, guys, it looked nothing like it did when we first moved here. Okay, so over the time since I've been here and been working this soil, it's been getting richer and richer and better over time. Now, like I said, all this weed and stuff that you see in here, it's not for you to worry. I'm not worrying. It's just going to help the soil as well. Okay, so let me take you guys on over here where we also planted our Scotchy babies. Now, I don't believe that I'm going to plant back Scotchy babies into this spot. I don't want to say for sure as yet, because I'm not sure if I'm going to put back, which I probably won't. Okay, so right over here is where we have our Scotchy babies. As y'all can see, it is loaded with weeds, and I have came on in and also broadcasted some goat manure over into this spot. And I just want to show you guys something real quick. You see this lush grass that is growing right here? Now, this is actually coming from the goat manure. You know, the goats eat the grass, there are seeds in there, and that's what happened. But I just want to come on in right here, just pull this back away a little bit, just to kind of show you all that moisture that this goat manure holds, guys. Look at this moisture. And that's why, you know, I talk so much about this goat manure, because it's just, it's good. Okay, it's good. Not only that, you know what you got here inside of your garden, but you're feeding your goats, and you're in turn getting back from the goats. Okay, came out earlier and there was a lots of earthworms. Look at that. Look at that. You see all those earthworms right there, guys? You see that? And that will happen. That's what happens when you bring this organic matter in your garden. The worms loves it. They feeds off of it, and you know that also helps to bring in worm castings inside of your garden. Okay. Now this right here, before I move on, this is a spot that I've never worked. I believe I'm going to go ahead and work this spot right here this year as well, just to put in a little bit of different stuff inside of here. There is quite a bit of wood stump in here that I'm going to try and have to figure and find a way to get them out. If I can't get them out, I'm just going to work around them. You know, tree stumps are something that are pretty hard to get out the ground. But guys, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to head on down here to the bottom garden just to give you all a quick update down on that side, because yes, as well, we will be working that spot. All right, so don't go nowhere, stay tuned. Show you guys what we're going to do. Okay, and so here we are down here at the bottom garden, guys. And so what you are looking at right here is a new spot that we are going to be adding in to the garden here down at the bottom garden. Now, as y'all can see, it's a fresh spot. Haven't been worked. I don't know about the previous owner, but I don't believe it has been worked. And so this is it right here, the new spot at the bottom garden. And you know, got my little tarp right here, and so just pull it up, show you what's going on here. And look at that. Y'all can see all that yellow leaves or grass blades. Pretty much the roots are being weakened, and this weeds and stuff right here is kind of dying back a little bit. But you know, it's all right. Come on in, and I'm going to work it into the soil. And you know, it's just one of those things where I come on in, put it on there to kind of help to kill out most of the weeds and stuff that's in here. But like I said, that's all right, because I work it into the soil. Now, one of the issue that's in this spot right here, we do have Bermuda grass. Now I'm gonna have to till this bad boy real good to kill a lot of this Bermuda here, because if you know, Bermuda, they run and they'll take over your whole garden. Okay, all right. And so just moving on along, and so right on over here is where we planted our okras. And as y'all can see, what we did, we came on in and plant a little bit more of that dinosaur kale over here in this spot. And another thing, just want to have a little side note real quick. If y'all can see this right here, okay, look at the stalk on that. That is actually a collards. It's a collard plant. Now this particular collard, I'm telling you, it been here for a long time. Okay, I want to say at least about a year and a half this collard plant been here. Could be a little bit less, but it's finally going to seed, guys, and we're going to go ahead and keep some seeds from that. All right, and which most of them down here is starting to bolt. These is the one that we have planted in the fall, and they're going to start bolting. Now these ones over here, if y'all can see, even this little cabbage is puny. And the reason for that is right here we have a shed, and when the sun comes up, it's over here pretty much don't get much sunlight. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to find something that actually like the shade to put in this area right here. Okay, and down here is just a few more collards that we planted, and if y'all can see, they are bolting as well. Now we did got quite a bit of harvest off of them, and the chicken they did as well. But guys, that right there is it for the bottom garden. So just want to give you all a quick update of what it's looking like before I come on in and start tilling. Okay, so guys, I just want to say thanks to each and every one of you guys out there for coming along on this quick garden tour. This quick garden tour of the garden guys, before we get it worked up. All right, so you like the content you got, go ahead, share, like, subscribe, and just come along with us on this journey here, guys, to see where it all starts. This is where it all starts: tilling the ground, working it. Come on in and plant what it is you need to plant, so we can have a wonderful, successful growing season. But guys, nonetheless, peace and blessings to each and every one of you guys out there. I pray that each and every one of you all are having a blessed day.